from the top of the log to the bottom. I don't know if it's an exciting race, but four teams still mathematically possible for them to go down, right?
Yeah.
And by go down, because of Royal Elim, of course, it's go down into the playoffs. But there's an opportunity that they might not come back from the playoffs. But Chuck, the four teams are staring 15th in the face. There will be Cape Town City, there will be SuperSport United, there will be Makesi as well as Golden Arrows. And I want to ask you, right, in terms of these four teams, which one of these teams or which of these teams do you think we would not lose much if they went down? Or which of the teams would you prefer to see staying up?
Definitely has to be SuperSport, because they're previous league winners. They've got the history, they've got the legacy, and they parted ways with Gavin Hunt as well, which I think was that separation where you're like, SuperSport without Gavin Hunt or Gavin Hunt without a team in the PSL, that's foreign to us in terms of what we know the PSL to be. And we've lost already Vets, we've lost Abo Siwelele. You don't just take out the SuperSport like that, so they better not drop, because I think that's the biggest loss, right? Makesi, they came in, Matuli Kalinka, they can go back down, like no harm, no foul. I mean, they had their run, it's great.
Because,
I feel
Jack, you are unfamiliar with Makesi, as in the way that you are familiar with SuperSport. Do they not deserve a chance for you to be like, okay, Makesi have been around for a while, like they're part and parcel of the PSL fabric. Now they can stay.
Nah, it's only been one season. I think with teams like Cape Town City and Stellies, they've come in and they've made a noise, and you're like, okay, let's see what you've got, right? Had they gone up and went down straight away, then I have no ties. Teams like Abu Tax, no ties. They came in and they left. Dala, or actually Tax stayed for a couple of seasons. But what I'm saying is that if they were to come in and go out down immediately, But if you come, then you build a legacy and you win things like Cape Town City won. Is it MTN 8 that they won? I think they won that. Yeah, that's what they won. Stellies won the Carling Cup knockout, what it was called back in the time, and they're challenging, right? So if you come in, you make a noise, we get to know your players, we get to know your manager, we get to know your fan base, we get to be familiar with you guys. Great, but make it has been only one season, and they've got a cup to go with. So if they went down, how many cup, because they've been there, done that. Sissy Sharp will come back better, but I think they're not going down, Jay. And I think the second on my list in terms of people that I would not want to go down is Cape Town City, because they've punched above their weight for the longest time. They've attracted the big names. They play in Cape Town City as well. They're a team in Cape Town, which you want to have more people coming to watch football in Cape Town, right? Whereas the Arrows, Amazulu, Durban City is going to come up apparently. Maybe, we don't know.
There are a lot of KZN teams.
Yeah, but there are options to pick up there. So if you're not serious, you can get the chop. But to final answer you, Jay, I absolutely don't want to see SuperSport go down.
You know what? I know why you're saying that, and I had the same feeling about SuperSport, because if SuperSport go down, in actual fact, even if they stay up, right? The news headlines we've had reported is that they are going to be sold, and that's going to be the return of Bloemfontein Celtic, which is convoluted in South African football, because yes, we want to see the return of Bloemfontein Celtic, but at the expense of a SuperSport United, because the thing with these clubs, when they sell their statuses, their histories are expunged, right? So whether it's selling or it's them just disappearing through the leagues and ultimately falling off the face of the planet, if SuperSport do end up not being in the PSL, that means that in terms of PSL champions, previous PSL champions, only Sundowns, Kaizer Chiefs, and Orlando Pirates, who are obviously the obvious big three, would be the remaining teams who have won a PSL trophy before, and not just remaining in terms of in the PSL, the top division, but in existence. Because Men and Rangers are gone, Santos are gone, Bidvest are gone. Now you would have a SuperSport. And that's the thing that brought the variety to our league, right? And that's the thing that had you have a sense that it is competitive, even beyond the super rich or the teams that are the biggest teams with the biggest fan bases. So if they leave, it feels like the face of the PSL has changed forever. So I get what you're saying about that. Although as SuperSport are concerned, I think maybe because of Stan Matthews and his attitude that he just wants to sell players. Like, he does not seem like someone who is invested in building a team. I wouldn't be mad because of that. Because
what do they do with that money then?
Keep the team.
His sales president does what with the money? Because he must stay up. You've made the money of Tim from Kweno, from Bule. stay up. You've made the money off
reinvested in the
Campbell.
club. You know,
Yeah.
for me, it's Cape Town City though. Cape Town City because I really do believe we need a team in Cape Town. Number one, right? And where Cape Town football is concerned at the moment, Cape Town Spurs have been relegated from the NFD, and who knows what's going to eventually happen with that. So you have Cape Town City, and Cape Town City not only because we need a team in Cape Town, but because of how Cape Town City have been run. Chuck, my feeling with Cape Town City is that even before, like now, I rave about the social media presence of Orlando Pirates. I think maybe they've got the best social media team in the land, right? But before them, it was Cape Town City. Cape Town City were on the forefront of like doing the things that you see on a global scale. And they're on the forefront of trying to connect to their fans, trying to grow a fan base, which is a hard thing to do in the PSL I've experienced. And I love the ownership of John Committers. I feel like he's somebody who, no pun intended, is committed to building a PSL team and having a PSL team and trying to figure out how do we get them to maybe that level where they are, the next Menin Rangers or Santos, where on a very good season, they can win the league, right? And we've seen them like go toe-to-toe with the Sundowns, the Chiefs, and the Pirates. And we've also then heard most recently that there are plans for them to build a 5,000-seater stadium. That's a club that's committed, as I'm saying, and it's invested in being a PSL club and being run a particular way. And I think we need that in our league. And it would be quite a sad day. Also because, as I said earlier on in this episode, Chuck, that Shaquille April is my dude in the under-20s. Shaquille April plays for Cape Town City. Vitboy plays for Cape Town City. So I want to see them. You know, like that's where they are incubated, and I don't want to see them go down for all those reasons.